Left. Right. Down. Front. Down. Front. Getting back to the topic at hand. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. I have a daughter.
Good.
It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is
Vampire Witcher.
I seem to be repeating myself. Chalk it up to old age.
Hát nem baj
It
a
is an
régi.
undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this.
Igen, mert hogy elvileg ezének a fejlesztői csinálták, ugye? Witchernek a CD-nek. Azok, akik kiszálltak ugye a CD-rettől, azok csinálták.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... Hey, this is the Marine Commandant. Are you a fan or something? And the next one is... Oh,
Nation back to its original path.
Snake, that workstation is the transfer point between the tanker's intranet and the outside world. Use it to send those pictures over. All you have to do is face the computer and push the action button, and the photos will be sent. Hope you took a good one. That workstation is hooked up to the greater military network. The speech in the holds is being relayed out through that machine. We'll be making use of it too. I managed to get in through an Army IC router in Ohio. All I had to do from there was use the Link 16 to remotely install a few drivers and an application onto that workstation. So your camera can talk to their computer now. Hey, even military networks use products based on commercial technology. Nothing too unfamiliar there. Besides, I cut myself a back door when I still had access. I had a lot of access privileges when we were developing Rex. Hey, are you listening?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Anyway, the program will compress, encrypt, and packetize the photo's image data. I used Bayton for encryption, by the way. And the beauty of it is, the packets are disguised to look like the TADIL-J message format. Get it? It's the standard tactical digital information link message format. And the packets will be sent out cloaked by their own speech broadcast. Tell me that isn't brilliant. Want me to go over it again?
No. Once was enough.
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests.
De
Oh, so he was broadcasting all this stuff. They probably want to keep a record of this exercise. And maybe give a little presentation?
Presentation?
That ship's been transmitting a live video feed via military satellite uplink for a while now.
So there's some brass out there smacking their lips over this little home movie.
I've been trying to pinpoint the receiving location, but I haven't had much luck. There's a heavy-duty firewall in the way. I'll try some more, though.
Wherever it is, it must be a warm, dry office with hot coffee on tap.
Far cry from that tanker, huh? That's what happens when the battlefield has a revolution in military affairs.
With you tonight. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces
Good.
trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. We're okay on the photos from the right, front, and the one of the lettering. The only one we want is of Metal Gear from the front left. I know you can do it.
front left.
about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility. This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-equipment and an autonomous control system. The importance of next...
Looks like...
We, the Marines,
Na
will
végre.
lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray.
Which Metal
That is all.
Ray.
Dismissed.
És akkor most jön a pofára esés. Jön Salashaska. Hát vagyis
Excellent
Revolver
speech, my
Ocelot.
friend.
Who the...
Vagy inkább hívjam Liquid
Gift
Ocelotnak.
of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. End of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back. Dr. Lukovich.
Luko.
Nobody move. Understood?
És ráadásul live-ban vannak, mindenki látja.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Na, itt is van.
You! Have you sold us out?
I was
Már
never
most
in
spoilerezik
your
ugye
employ,
majd a
Lukovich.
negyedik
Are
részt.
you still in league with Solidus?
The Guns
No hard
of the
feelings, Colonel.
Patriots.
Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
És akkor a harmadik részben tudjuk majd meg, hogy miért hagyta el a
Metal Gear only has room for one.
orosz utat. Salashaska.
Lukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Na, és akkor most kezdődik a játék. mondom, most az első 2 órát azért azzal töltöttem el, hogy nézegettem, tudod, így próbáltam hozzászokni, hogy fazek annyi az újítás a játékban, hogy mi a fasz. Az első meg a második rész között külön a különbség. Aha, és akkor már ott van Liquidnek a keze, ami átveszi az irányítást Ocelot fölött, amikor megjelenik Snake.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
Mondom, ez is bazdmeg, hogy ilyen gén, meg pszichológiai mi a faszomnak vetette alá magát, ugye, hogy átvegye Liquidnek a személyiségét.
But I live on through this arm.
Liquid's on.
És ugye csak azért, hogy a 4. részbe mehessenek ugye az események, hogy triggerölje azokat a dolgokat, amik kellenek ahhoz, hogy végül kiengedjék Big Boss-t a hibernációból. Beteg. Kurva jó. Hadsereg elől ellopták a legújabb, legmodernebb Metal Gear-t. Metal Gear Rex-re is áthatolhatatlan külső burkolattal rendelkezik. Csak ugye ez nem modernebb, flexibilisebb, gyorsabb.
Snake!
Úristen. De tényleg, hogy így megnézed, de szerintem mindig geci durván néznek ki. És ez PS2 volt. Full élesek textúrák, tudod, hogy nincsenek ilyen izék, az élsimítás is kurva kemény. Ezért tényleg odabaszta magát a Kojima ezzel a engine-nel.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
És ezt mind végig Solidusszal. Az elnökkel kitervelték, és rákenték az egészet Snake-re. Szép. Jössz.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The Big Shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the Big Shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the Big Shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the Big Shell under complete control.
Most jön a nagy átverés. Leteszteljék Raidennek a képességeit. És azt hiszem ez az a Big Shell, amit a Phantom Pain-be felépítünk. Azt hiszem.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion?
What a
What makes
billion?
them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
30 milliárd dollár, az mondjuk nem
VIP
hangzik
from one of the
rosszul.
major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides
Ja, hogy
being used to
2
decontaminate
év
the
telt
seawater
el,
go
és
to the
akkor
oil,
leváltották
toxins containing
izét.
catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released.
Leváltották
The
Solidus.
base ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a
Aztán
toxic
más az
sea for
elnök.
centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Foxhound? Van több Foxhound is.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no
És
sentries
itt van
posted
GW,
here.
ugye, az már az AI.
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else
Ki
besides me that
Campbellnek
wanted to get
álcázza
in
magát
badly.
That's not
az
possible.
előző
What
részből.
about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you,
milyen durva,
contact
hogy
you. The codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver
Raidennek a
directly stimulates the small
kiképzése
bones
ugye a
of your
Shadow
ear.
Moses.
No one but you will be able to hear it.
Shadow Moses
I'll contact you if anything changes.
események alapján készült,
First,
de
make
úgy
your way to
nevelték
the
fel,
upper
mint
section of the Big Shell.
Liquid Snake-et.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Valaki már itt van, úristen, van ki az?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country. Raiden, the elevator is at the extreme north end. Take the elevator to the upper section of the big shell.
Várjad.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action.
Code name.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all
Itt
right?
van Rose.
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's
Rose.
going on?
Az a szemét kurva, aki bazd meg
part of this
egész végig
Colonel, what the hell
megbízásból
is
volt
going
velünk
on?
együtt.
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your
A
back.
bazd meg.
But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried
Aha,
about Jack.
össze-vissza
But
hazudik.
that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of
Hazudik.
my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack.
Tipikus hülye
Take
idióta
care.
picsa.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Who's that? Enemy sight. Request a backup unit.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Stay on the lookout.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Stay on the lookout.
It's the other, and you know.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Öcsém. És kezdődhet a játék. De ez keményen néz ki ember. Hogy a faszomba.
What's up, Jack?
Na.
Jack, do you remember what day?
Szarok jön rá. Legyen ennyi elég most egyelőre a Metal Gearből.